Right, okay, we're back. We're back. Hopefully you will come back to me. I've found the chat now. We've managed to sort the chat out. So that's it. So obviously, the question today is: do you think Blackpool can get into the playoffs? I think we can. If I'm being honest, I think we can. There's a long way to go. I was talking to my son earlier today, and I was saying that my dad would always say, if you're not playing, if you're not playing well and winning, then that's a sign of a good team. And I was kind of thinking back to all the times we've actually got promotion, and every time we've got promotion, I have never ever sort of thought, Blackpool, we're going to get promoted or we're going to get in the playoffs. We kind of come towards the end. Even the last time Critch was here, at Christmas, we had no chance to get in the playoffs. Nobody thought, Jane and I were doing watch-alongs with the tagline, we watch it because you don't have to. And we just started getting better after Christmas, and we started getting a run together, and all of a sudden it came, and that's the way that Blackpool generally just sneak in the playoffs at the death. Right, let's see, that should come up now. There you go. Hello again. That works. Hi, W&G. So that works. Right, okay. So I've got those back on. That's brilliant. Yeah, so I can remember really all the times we got promoted. You could go on a view from the tower. It'd be a meltdown after the season. Oh, we're rubbish. Oh, we're garbage. Oh, we're not playing well. Oh, we're nowhere near. And then all of a sudden we are. And we just need to start stringing a few wins together. For me, the away wins are really important. The away games are really, really important. And if we can start to win away, I think we've got a great chance. I mean, we've got the best home record in the league. And it's just whether we think we can do it. I think we can do it. What do you think, W&G? You're the only one in the comments at the moment. So, somebody else. Yeah. W&G says... Bolton has a better chance of getting into championship next season than Blackpool winning the playoffs. Oh yeah, see, to be honest with you, I thought we were going to win at Bolton. I was surprised we didn't. We gave them a goal. I didn't think they were that great at Bolton, to be honest. I mean, it's a wonder strike that they scored with, but it was through our mistake that they got the goal. Up until then, I wasn't really worried. We were playing better, until they broke. They cracked Norburn's ribs. Up until that point, we were the team on top, and I know we didn't have any shots on target, but we had plenty of the game, and I thought Blackpool were at least going to get a point at Bolton. I didn't think they were that great, if I'm being honest. I think we will get in the playoffs. I do. I think we will. I think we will. I mean, do we need to strengthen still? Do you think? I mean, is Kenny Dougal going? I mean, that is the question. Walk with me, Tom Herdman. Hello, walk with me, Tom Herdman. Yes, you think we will? Yeah, I think we will. Yeah, I can't see any reason why not. G fan says, oops, that should just come up on there. That's it. There we are. WG is saying maybe Blackpool needs another season in League One before heading back into the Championship. Yes, I know that sort of, that train of thought. But for me, there's never a better time to get up than the year you're in. And if you get up, you've got to strengthen it. If they haven't learned anything from the last time in the Championship, is that you've got to strengthen, and you just simply have to. In the summer, if you go up, you've got to make sure you're stronger going into the Championship. I don't expect it to be the same team if we did get up, and I think they've learned lessons, and I think, no, I'm not worried. I want us to get up this season. If we're going to get up now. Tomorrow never comes. You know what I mean? It's just next season, you never know. Yeah, and hopefully promoted, says Tom Herdman. Yeah, of course, and hopefully promoted. That's the thing that, I mean, Blackpool normally put on a run towards the end of the season. I think we get better as as the weather gets better and our pitch gets better and it's not quite as cold and all the rest. I think as it goes towards the end of the season, it kind of moves round into our advantage normally, especially if we're playing well and if we're winning. Confidence builds. I I think Albie Morgan's turning into, a really good player. I think he looks great. He's becoming a favourite of mine. I quite liked, the new lad from Middlesbrough, Coulson. I thought he had a really good debut. My son will be happy that Dom Thompson's gone out on loan to Forest Green Rovers, so we can't have those mistakes. I think he needs to get, those out of his system. And get some confidence back, because I know he's a confidence player, and I've heard that the fact that his mistakes cost us points last season has weighed heavily on him. So maybe he just need that break and just get his confidence back. Lavery coming back, I think signing Jordan Rhodes to the end of the season. He was talking about in his interview that he wants to do something that he's going to remember when he's 80. So he's in the mood for a promotion, definitely. I can't see any reason why not. Okay. How many points do you think we need? How many points do you think we need to get if we're going to get into the playoffs? I've been looking on a view from the tower, and they seem to reckon that they're going to need about 86 points to get in the playoffs. Do you think we're going to need that many? Let's have a little look. Let's go on a view from the tower and see what they were saying. I was just going to look before. Right, so on there, how many points do we need? How many points would Poole need to make the top six? Junior Bent's platform shoe says I'd say 35 to 40 points from now on to make the playoffs. The good thing is we've still got teams in the top 6-7 with quite a few at home. Yeah, we have got them to play. Would you rather us be knocked out of the FA Cup if that was a guarantee we could be in the playoffs? Do we need the FA Cup? Yeah, exactly. Totally agree. The thing that Blackpool's holding back on playoffs is their away record, and it's shocking, isn't it? But why is it? Why is it shocking? I was going to ask the question actually, because the one thing I'm not is very good at seeing tactics as a manager. I've never been a manager of a football club, so I wouldn't want to tell Critch what to do. But what do we need to do to change, the away performances? Because we're so good at home. I can't understand why we're playing so timid when we actually go away from home and treating these clubs as if we're playing championship clubs. I think we should just set about them from the get-go, just like we do at home. Ryan Dunbar says, guess who's back? Never fear, Ryan's here. Hello, Ryan. How are you? Well, I'm back as well. I've not done live streaming for a while. I got a bit disillusioned with the YOLO box, to be honest, because I bought that thing, and it just it puts the comments on to the live stream like you see now. But if somebody super chats, I can't read them, so it was driving me nuts. I've still got it, but it's just driving me nuts. There is some guy that has come out with some sort of overlay thing that you might be able to put into that, which will bring the comments up. But for now, I'm using this EV Mux. I know you've got to have that, that little powered by there at the moment before I go for a pay plan. I'm just wondering, if you like this, if you like the chat. Oops, there. Right, yeah, there. If you like that chat box there, looks quite good. I think the way we're getting the chat up on screen is working okay. I got in the last live stream, I got Sam Thompson actually paid for my ticket. He gave me super chats at £4.99, and they came up on screen. I could read them, which was really good. Maybe it's a different atmosphere. Says maybe it's a different atmosphere. Sorry. Let me go back. Yeah, what a different atmosphere at an away ground, do you think? I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think the atmosphere at Bloomfield Road is very good at the moment. I think it's poor. It's nowhere near. I thought it was a little bit better on Saturday, but still nowhere near how we were. And I think that's because, the fan base has been divided now two seasons on a row. We were divided over Appleton. A lot of people didn't want him back. There's a lot of people didn't want Critchley back. I I've already said, he's a manager now. I've got to forgive him, for the fact he left. I'm not all that bothered as long as he gets us up, to be honest. And you can see that we're starting to win games. We didn't win anything in the Championship playing bad, did we? But I didn't think we played bad on Saturday. A lot of people saying, it was boring, but I didn't think it was. I thought we played really well. I thought we didn't finish well, and I thought we could have won by a lot more. And if Jordan Rhodes had probably put that penalty away, it was a soft penalty, if I'm being honest. But if he'd have put that away, we'd have gone on probably even more comfortably to win it. But I thought it just looked too easy, to be honest. When I did the summary at the end, I didn't really know what to say because the whole thing was just far too easy, and that's good. There was nothing easy in the Championship, so we're obviously starting to become better than this division against a lot of teams, which is what we expected from the start. So I think we'll do all right. I do. I think we'll get this away form sorted out. Do we need to play a different system? I don't know. Does anybody know? Anybody got any thoughts on how, what we can tell Critch to do? Ryan is saying, let's get that up. Oh, it comes on, then goes up quick if I don't. Right, okay. So Ryan says, yes, we need the FA Cup, we need the EFL trophy, we need every competition we're still in. Don't understand the attitude of fans not wanting to be in competitions. I'm good, Lee. How are you? I'm actually fine. I'm really good. I'm just trying to get my head around this YOLO, this EV Mux thing. So if there's a few little blips and things as I'm going along that I don't quite know what I'm doing, but yeah. You should be in every competition, but sometimes, being in too many competitions can ruin your league form. But like I say, winning breeds winning, doesn't it? And we seem to, certainly in the EFL trophy, it certainly bumped us onto a win after, hasn't it? We've done quite well after we won a game in then. I mean, we're 7 games unbeaten at home in all competitions, which is brilliant. I think we've got the best home record in the division and probably one of the worst away. So it's that, isn't it? If we can just crack that, we're going up. Right, what's this? Ryan is saying, I think the away record is down to the fact that clubs may play different formations or tactics at home than away, hence why when we were at home team we're more successful. Although I seem to find the home teams are playing pretty much the same way as they play they play Blackpool, they just pack out the defence and try and catch us on the break, even when they're playing at home. It seems to be the way to play Blackpool, but we seem to be able to cope with it better at home. We seem to go at them more, from the start. We seem to set off on the front foot. And I feel when we go away, we don't set off on the front foot. I mean, Burton Albion in particular, we were very much on the back foot. The first 10 minutes was all them. They got the goal, and then basically it was all us. Just, knocking at the door, couldn't get the flipping equaliser. Twin G fan says, do we need to focus on getting into the playoff box first? If we lose in the competitions, that'll give them more time for them to get their act together. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? If we go on, just say, for instance, by some miracle we beat Forest in the replay. I mean, I've said this before, that in my opinion, you only get one chance to beat a Premier League side. You get that one chance. If you can do them in that one, knockout game, whether it be away or at home, if you knock them out, you'll get a chance. But if they come back to a replay, it's very rare the smaller club wins the replay, and I'm not expecting to win the replay against Forest. I'm not expecting it at all. It'd be great if we did. They're not very happy about the draw, so they're not fancying West Ham or Bristol City away. So they're not too pleased with that. So will they be concentrating on that? They've got a lot of problems. They've got, I've read today that they're being investigated for financial fair play, and I'm not surprised really, because they spent 250 million on players in the first season. Well, where's that come from? It can't possibly have come from revenue, can it? So is all that playing on the mind? I don't know. Or will they be like a bear with a sore head wanting to put all that right and knock us out? If we do get knocked out, I'd be sad, because we haven't done anything in the FA Cup for years. It'd be great to have a good FA Cup run, wouldn't it? I'd love to get to Wembley as well, with the FA Trophy. But I just, more than anything, I'd love to get back in the Championship, because I just think that's where Blackpool belong. Oh, hello, Darren. How are you? Daryl. Sorry. Hi, Daryl. Yes, you Derby fan. You've been a subscriber for a while. Well, you're up there as well, aren't you? So, what are Derby thinking about it? Are you going to get up? Do you fear Blackpool? Would you like us to get up automatically by some miracle, or do you think you can get up automatically yourselves and not have to go through the playoffs? Let me know what the feeling is down in Derby. WG fan says because let's face it, we're not winning the FA Cup. No, well, you never know. Yes, it's not. You could do if you went on a run. It'd be pretty difficult, but you've got to believe with these things. You never know. But I'd like a good cup run. A good cup run. It'd be. When was the last time we had 1953 was the last time we had a really good cup run. Daryl's back. He says, I hope you do beat Forest. Yeah, we'd love to beat them for you, eh? Hope you do beat Forest. Yeah, indeed. Be great, wouldn't it? They'd be all cheering in Derby. You must be sick of Forest at the moment. They must be doing your head in. Ryan Dunbar says, this is all working okay, isn't it? It seems a bit slow. It's not quite as quick as Swimmer. Remember, guys, we're on TV on Wednesday. Blackpool on TV and wins don't always go together. They never go together, Ryan. Never mind, don't always. We hardly ever win on TV, do we? So, yeah, it's not good for us being on TV. So that's probably a bad thing. Back to W&G. Wallace and Gromit finally said there's a chance for them to win the EFL trophy, but Bolton's a tough opponent. I don't think they are, though. I don't think. I wasn't that impressed with Bolton. I've got to be honest. I know they beat us, but like I say, we gave them the game. I think we can beat Bolton. And it's all, are Bolton going to put out a full strength team? Are we going to put out a full strength team? Who knows? Probably not. So you can't think of the fact that you can't think of Bolton as this sort of Premier League, big, massive ground. They're not. They're just as good as us. They're no better than us. They're just a team like us. They're beatable. They are beatable. And if they don't put a full strength team out, they're really beatable. And Dunbar says, could the players be more settled to playing at home? It could just be that. That's contributing to the away form. I don't understand why they'd be settled. Really, they get actually more support away from home than they do at home at the moment. It's not very loud at home. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they're comfortable at Bloomfield Road, and they're not away from home. But really, the teams we're losing to. I mean, Burton Albion, was just so disappointing. I mean, I thought the Port Vale game, to be honest, when you looked at it, Blackpool were the better side, and they did. They had a lucky second goal. They kind of really scored with the 3 chances they had, and we huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed. I think Jordan Rhodes. I think it's all unsettled him a little bit. All this going back to Huddersfield, and he wasn't really on it on Saturday, really. So hopefully he'll get back on form soon. And if he does, we've got a great chance with Jordan Rhodes for the season. Right, next one up, Ryan Dunbar says, but if we keep winning at home and teams around us don't win their games, away form don't matter. I mean, that's the thing. It's like everybody's assuming that all these teams above us are all going to go undefeated to the end of the season. Well, they've all got to play each other for a start, haven't they? So they can't all possibly win all the games. We've just got to concentrate and keep winning our games. And I do believe if we just get this away form sorted out, I think we've got a great chance. But what does Critchley need to do? What is it we need to do? Yeah, exactly. It's 99.9% certain we're out of the FA Cup. Thanks down to being on ITV. Yes, probably is. Daryl's here again. Let's have a look. Derby fan. Right, let's see what he says. What do we think then? Start of the season, I would say Derby with the top two. However, we started slowly. However, we have had some good form lately. Burton tonight, depending on goal difference, we could go second. Yes, you could indeed, couldn't you? So you're up there. You've definitely got a chance, haven't you? I mean, we couldn't beat Burton. Bloody Burton. It's incredible how badly we played at Burton, really. Yeah, right, okay. WWE fan says they're defending champions, so you don't mess with them. Well, if that was the case, nobody would ever win an EFL Cup again, would they? It would just be whoever wins it would keeps it forever. But yeah, we've got a chance. Don't sell King Kenny, says Ryan. Blimey neck, I don't know about that. Don't sell King Kenny. I think he's gone. I don't know if you've watched his girlfriend's YouTube channel the other day. She's kind of hinted that they're going to Thailand. And somebody, well, Adam actually mentioned it on the stream, didn't he? On the Nottingham Forest video, when I interviewed him before the game, that he'd had some speculation about Thailand. So they might be able to control Kenny Dougal at the club, but they can't control this girlfriend of his who's on YouTube. I watched a little bit of it. I lasted about 5 minutes. It's painful. It really is painful, to be fair. I don't know. It's just one of these. It's just, you go with a coffee with her. She talks. Oh, God, blimey. I know lots of... My son was telling me his girlfriend goes out. She watches this channel. I think she's got about 3 million subscribers, and it's Get Ready With Me to go out. And she's just basically, the girl's just doing her hair, getting ready to go out. And you watch that while you're getting ready to go out. He says he just can't believe she even watches it. So I'll tell you, we're in the wrong game with this. Eugene McKeever says, I think Blackpool will reach the playoffs in League One this season. That's it. A bit of positivity. I'm glad you've appeared, Eugene, because nobody else seems too sure about this, that we're going to make it. I feel we can. He says, remember to smash the like button as well. Oh, yes. Well... Right, anything you want to chat about as well? Is there anything while you're in the chat? Because this is, at the moment, if you just joined, I hate StreamYard. It's annoyed me so much. For your £20 a month, you only get 720p. This EV Mux is a good alternative. I quite like the way you can put the chat box on the screen. Obviously, we've got that EV Mux. I think keep coming on, but that's because it's only a free version of it. But you get 1080p with the free version, so the quality should be better than StreamYard. And I'm just so fed up with my YOLO Box Pro, which I bought, which just has been a nightmare. Ryan Dunbar says that the situation has not been handled well at all. No, it just feels like liar, your pants on fire, doesn't it? I mean, if he does go and if his girlfriend, is right in what she's saying that they're going to Thailand, well, this whole thing about a family problem. Although Thailand's is closer to Australia. There could be a problem, a health problem with his family, and that's why he's going out there to be with his mum. I've heard it may be rumoured, so that may be the problem. So maybe the club have been, straight with us. I mean, we don't expect to know every single thing, but he's a very popular player, and there's so many rumours, isn't there? Once. Something like Kenny's, he's playing fantastic. Then he's out of the team, and you're thinking, aye, this doesn't look good, aren't you? You're thinking, he's going, and then they've just, said, there's personal problems, there's this, blah blah blah, and the rumor mill just stirs up and gets more and more and more. And I think sometimes, although you want, they don't want to tell us anything, giving us nothing actually makes the whole thing more of a fiasco, to be honest. Oh, well, there we go. Of course he is. We loved him, didn't we? Ryan says, just to let you know that he can report that Dujon Sterling is ripping it up here for Rangers. What a good player he was. In fact, I thought, at that time, the season before in the Championship, not last season, but the season before with Critch, when we had Gabriel and Dujon Sterling, it was looking like we were going to go into the playoffs in the Championship. We were looking so good, and they both got injured. Both of them. We lost both Sterling and Gabriel, and it ruined everything. He was such a good player, that Sterling, and we looked great. I know he's a right back, but he was playing on the left. He was great, and Gabriel was playing well, both with pace. In fact, I think we looked better already with Gabriel in. I mean, I thought he was really good on Saturday. There was one where he just got in front of the player and he just like shielded it all out, and he's really hard to beat. He's fast. He gets forward. He gets the ball forward. This new lad, this Hayden Coulson, he gets the ball forward. I quite like the look of him. He kind of reminds me. I'm trying to think of it, kind of a bit Mark Taylor-ish, who I really loved, and of course Brett. He's got that sort of, he's that scrawny sort of type of player, but he's quick, really quick, and I like pace in a team, and I think he's going to make a big difference. W&G, off topic. Let's have a look. What's your off topic? You can go off topic if you want and go wherever we want. Off topic, what do you think of Everton and Nottingham Forest potentially getting point deductions? Yeah. Well, Everton have already had some point deductions, haven't they? I mean, they're obviously in trouble again. I'm surprised, to be honest, I'm only looking at it from the outside in, and I don't know all the ins and outs, but Nottingham Forest just seem to be just spending ludicrous amounts of money on players that they can't possibly have generated through revenue. So, you can't buy £250 million worth of players, can you? Just to go in the Premier League, and then, it's just, that's 100 million over what you get, isn't it? You get 150 million now. I'm not sure if it's 150 million, but anyway, 250 million. So it's very fishy, isn't it? You know what I mean? I'm surprised they haven't been done already, to be honest, really. I'm surprised they got away with it, but Adio, what was it? Ado? Says finish 8th, he reckons. 8th, sticking where we are. Okay. Maybe we're just not good enough. Owen's here. Hello, Owen. He says, I will finish top 6 on a great run of form at the minute. Yeah, we are, but not away from home. We're good at home, but we're not away from home. If we can just sort the away form out, we've been discussing this. Let me know in the chat, what do we need to change away from home to make us, get some wins? We need some wins away from home. If we can do that. Callum Coyle is here. He reckons we're going to slap Forest silly, even though it's on ITV, and Ryan Dunbar has already told us that there's no chance. We're 99.9% certain of losing if we're on TV. What's that, 61 pool? I don't know. 61. Anyway, going to old pool maybe. Quite sure what you mean there, Callum. Ryan Dunbar says, I'm like a proud dad at Ibrox watching him telling everyone, told you how good he is. I told you. I'm so happy. The Rangers manager is playing him in midfield. And wow, he's immense in midfield. He's so quick. God, he's a good, I don't love him. I know we couldn't possibly. Have you bought him, Rangers, or have you got him on loan? Did you buy him? Because he's a great buy if you have. I hope you were scouting for Rangers, and they got it from you, Ryan, because I tell you, we all saw him here at Blackpool, and he was, what a cracking player he was. Unlike Tyrese John-Jules, who was just garbage. Yes, Nottingham Forest have. Yes, we're just discussing that already. Nottingham Forest have been charged by the Premier League. Have they been charged now? Have they been charged? And what's going to happen if they have? Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? It would. It would be really great to go to Everton next season. It's looking like Everton could come down, to be honest. I mean, they've escaped it so many years, but can they escape that many points deductions? I don't know. They're in a mess. Tim Robinson says, I keep trying to call in. Well, there is no... There's no call in, Tim. It's not a call-in show. It's just a chat. You can chat in the chat, but it's not a call-in. It's not a call-in show. There is ways I can get callers in, but I'm not doing it like I did before because there was just too many dickheads phoning in all the time, causing problems. Says, I'll never know how Connolly still plays. I didn't think he did anything wrong on Saturday. I didn't think he did anything wrong at all. I thought he did okay. Sometimes I'm not always 100% happy with him being a centre half. Really, I don't see him as a centre half. I see him more as a midfielder, to be honest. I don't think he's a bad player. I just think he's always played out of position, and I just don't think he's big enough to be a centre half. I would never have him as centre half, but he's a utility player. You can kind of play him anywhere, and Critch seems to like him. Well, everybody seems to like him. All the managers play him, don't they? He's always played. He must excel in training. No, you bought him, right, and you love him. We also have an ex-Pool player, John Lundstrom, who we love, not love in equal measure. Right, okay, yeah. Was he here in the lockdown during Not a Penny More, during the boycott? I don't know who he is. John Lundstrom. Right. Problem is, we also have an ex-nobber, Ben Davies, and I don't clap him. Yes, you're that pity. Well, absolutely. Why not? Sure. Well, that's it. You're a Blackpool fan. You can't be clapping a nobber, can you? It's as simple as that. Although, to be fair, we love Tony Ellis. We really did, even though he did come for the knobbers. But we loved him when he was here. Hated him when he was at Preston, but but when he was here, we loved him. And he always knew when he just did that turn and put it in the top corner. It was unbelievable. He just put them away all the time. Right, what now? What's happened to Shane and Killian Kouassi? Unless Lunny was joined Not Up anymore, yeah. Well, Shane's back. Lavery's back. He's been injured, obviously, but he's back. He came on Saturday, and he came on also in the EFL Trophy. And Killian Kouassi is still hamstrung, as far as I know. He's got a hamstring injury, which is a shame, because I think he's a good option. Beasley's injured as well. I think we could have maybe done with just maybe signing another striker, but I don't know. It's all how far away they are from coming back, isn't it? That's the thing. It's how far the strikers are from returning, because if you get Kouassi back, Beasley did go over on his ankle. They say it's not as bad as they thought it was at first, so maybe it's just a sprained ankle. He's unlucky, Beasley, anyway, with his injuries, because he was starting to bang him in. I don't know whether we need another one. I mean, Jordan Rhodes is another one in him, because I honestly thought Rhodes was going back. I couldn't see him staying. I thought Huddersfield would definitely have him back, but he's gone off the boil a little bit. He has. Great how he got the penalty on Saturday. I thought it was a little bit soft, because I kind of thought he kind of fell over the keeper rather than the keeper taking him down. The keeper was on the floor, and I think he just kind of went over the keeper. But the referee saw it as a penalty, and of course, maybe justice was done that he didn't score it. Anybody, any thoughts on how we can win these away games? That's what I need to know. Right, W&G. If we don't advance to the Championship next season, which new team of the 3 relegated Championship teams and 4 promoted League 2 teams would you be excited to play against? That's a great question. Well, obviously, it'd be great to be playing the Knobbers when they come down. Although they won, though, didn't they? So maybe they're going to stay up. They got a win against bloody Bristol City. Wrexham, obviously, will be exciting. Stockport is another one. I haven't been there for a long, long time. So it's another local derby if they come up. Notts County, haven't been there for years if they come up. And who's coming down from the Championship at the moment? Well, Sheffield Wednesday, although they are starting to turn it around a little bit, aren't they? Let's have a look at the Championship table and see who we think is going to go down from the Championship. It was looking very much like Sheffield Wednesday, but they are starting to get themselves out of it. Got Rotherham. I don't know. I don't want to be playing Rotherham. We don't want to be playing Rotherham. It's an awful place to go. QPR. Oh, it's another long blooming trek in it, and they're looking. I don't know how they stayed up last season. To be honest, over us. We smashed them here at Bloomfield Road, didn't we? I say it all the time. Burnley let us down there playing the kids against them because they were going down. QPR. They were so lucky to get out of it. Sheffield Wednesday. They're still 4 points off safety. Huddersfield, Birmingham. Didn't enjoy Birmingham, to be honest, really. Family's horrendous there, I tell you. It's like blooming get out with your life intact out of Birmingham. It's scary. Huddersfield, we like Huddersfield. Wouldn't mind going there. Plymouth don't want that, really. But even Blackburn Rovers are getting near the bottom, aren't they? But I think they've got enough to stay up. Who would you guys like to play? I think that for me, Sheffield Wednesday, if they do come down, Wrexham, Stockport, and Notts County, I think would be the teams I'd be looking for. The rest, I don't fancy any of them. To be honest, they're all pretty tough. Right, posting the comments. Who you would like to play if we stay in League One this year? It's a bit of an irrelevant question, really, because we're not going to stay in League One. We're getting promoted. I feel it. I just feel we can put this run together. It comes from nowhere. It always comes from nowhere with Blackpool. I've said it earlier on in the stream. I've been on a view from the tower over all of the promotions that we've had since like 2000, and the fans are, view from the tower is always in meltdown. It's always miserable. It's how it is. It's always miserable. Blackpool are never going to do well. Everybody's always on a downer. They just always are on there. And every time we've got promoted, reading a view from the tower, you would never think there was a chance in a million years to get up. And yet we do, because we come at the end. And that's what happened last time with Critchley. It'd be nice if we could just sign, somebody like, Ellis Sims or something like that. I know I won't get Ellis Sims, but something like that. That just, what do you all? Let me just get to the questions as well. What do you all think of Kyle Joseph at the moment? Do you think he just needs a goal? Because he doesn't look like scoring at the moment. To me, he just doesn't look like it at all. He never looks like scoring. And I'd really like him too. I'd really like him to get some confidence. I think if he did get confidence, I think he would bang quite a lot, and he just needs that goal, doesn't he? WG fan says if Barrow somehow get into the playoffs, there'll be a nightmare for Blackpool. Nah, not Barrow. We played him this season. Honestly, you let things fester. Did we not play him this year, Barrow? I thought we smashed him, didn't we? Didn't we smash him 5-0 or something in the... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we smashed him 5-0 in the EFL Trophy. We're too good for Barrow. We didn't lose against Barrow when I went pre-season with Jane. And I interviewed Ian Everett, if you remember that one, just before before lockdown that season. It was a great day. Went to Barrow. It was brilliant. Right, let's have a look. What time are we on now? It's 5:32. I've got about another. I could stay on another 10 minutes or so. If you want, I've got to pick Jane up from the train station at 6:30. So that was in the EFL Trophy. Once more, sir, but it's all in the past, the W&G. It's all history. Doesn't mean anything, does it? Just because they beat us a few years ago. I don't fear Barrow. I'll be honest with you. I don't fear them at all. Barrow is not a team I'm fearing. No. Not at all. What do you guys think? Do you fear Barrow as much as WG does? Not me. I fear Wrexham more, if I'm being honest. They're on the rise, aren't they, Wrexham? They're just, they're going places. And, the good thing, for them as well, with having Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney is that, they have great ways of bringing income into the club, don't they? You know, just through sponsorships and adverts that they can do and all these sort of things that, you know, the TV show, there's lots of money coming into the club that's, you know, that's fair and square money. And I wish them well. I've got to be honest. I wish them well. Right. Any more questions, or should we get off? Tested. Let me know if you kind of like this setup with the, you know, with the comments on there, that side with it, you know, so you can see the comments. Whether we like EV Mux. I may try other solutions, but EV Mux seems really good. Oh, Ian Barron's here. Wow, just I was going to go. Ian's here. Hello, Ian. How are you? Let's have a look. What did Ian say? Very good. A very good evening, everyone watching. Hope you're well and having a great day. Well, having a great day. How's it going? How's the day going in Darlington? Ian, we all know that all roads lead back to Darlington. Whatever we talk about, it all ends up back at Darlington. Everybody knows that with Ian coming into the chat. Door on tour is here. Hello, Mr. Door. Oh, blimey. What's Door saying? What's he? He's going to see us on Wednesday. Okay, so you're coming, Door, to the game. That's Door on tour, by the way, is Nottingham Forest's #1 vlogger. There's nobody bigger vlogger than Door on tour, and you're coming, are you? So if you come in, Jane and I will be stood outside the arcade club on Bloomfield Road. So when you come up Bloomfield Road, it's on the right just before you get to your entrance. So you'll find me there. You can meet me, and certainly get you on the video. And if any of you haven't subscribed to, I'm sure you're all subscribed to Door on Tour. Ryan will be subscribed to Door on Tour, but make sure you subscribe to him. Great channel, great YouTuber, great friend of this channel. We like Door. Door and I have been doing stuff together since I first started, really. We used to do the Football Vloggers podcast together. WG fan. So you're still chunnering on about Barrow. Let's have a look. In 2021, 2022, Barrow were close to relegation, and for the last 2 seasons, they've been reaching at the top of the League 2 table. So if we can go to Norwich in disarray with Stephen Dobbie in charge and beat Norwich away from home, we should not be fearing Barrow. It should just not even be a thing. It shouldn't. It shouldn't. We've played far bigger teams than Barrow over the last. I just don't fear them. I don't fear them. Oh, here we are. Update from Ian Barrow. We always have to have a Darlow update from Ian. We've missed this, haven't we, Ian? We've got Darlow got beat 1-0 on Saturday. We're currently 23rd place in the league. Not good. Did you see? I think Stunt Peg has done a video on Darlow. Have you seen it? About how a stadium ruined a club. I think it is. I've not watched it yet, but I saw it come up on my feed. I thought, oh, I mean, that Stunt Peg's been over to Darlington. It's probably true. I hope you're on telling her that, Ian, that the blooming big white elephant George Reynolds built for you killed you off. Right, okay, so I think you've just answered my question, have you? My question about how does it look? How is it all looking? It looks very good, set up, Lee, very professional. Yeah, it does look all right, doesn't it? Yeah. And it's in 1080p, which is good. I don't like StreamYard's okay, but it only does it in 720p. Even when you're paying £20 a month, you get 720p. So they want something like £45 a month or something for 1080p, which I think it's scandalous, to be honest. Especially when you could have 4K. You know what I mean? It's about time they upgraded it from blooming 720p. Right. That's my test for it. I think, the question on this stream was, can Blackpool, get in the playoffs? I think we can. I'd like to see a little bit of strengthening. Right, you're not having this WG, are you? Barrow, fear Barrow. But the difference is that Norwich were already safe and we were already relegated. Norwich did the same thing to us. with what Blackpool did against Peterborough on the final day of the 2021 season. Peterborough smashed us 5-0, didn't they, at home? Yeah, they were already relegated. Yes, they did. I get that, yeah. Yeah, they did better than us, actually, didn't they? 5-0, but I'm still not fearing Barrow. WG, you're not going to convince me on Barrow being any sort of threat. Don't fear Barrow. Right, I think that's about it. I think we'll wrap it up at that. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for letting me test all this out. I think I've done a little bit better with it than I did the last time, although I've had to come on twice because I couldn't figure out how to get the chat up, but now I do know how to get the chat up. It's there. I've got that. So I'm pretty well sorted. Thanks a lot for coming on and helping me out, and let me know if you want to have more of these live streams, if you want to do more of these, if you enjoy these. Post in the comments under the video if you want me to do more of this stuff. Now, I've got a way of live streaming again that's a bit better than that stupid YOLO Box Pro. If anybody wants to buy a YOLO Box Pro, I might sell it. It was only £1,100. Absolute piece of garbage. Right, I'm going. See you later, folks. Pull the going up.